Hello, so today I'm gonna be installing a TV on the wall and I'm gonna be hanging it here for my husband. These are the tools I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this Tilton TV wall mount. Is for 32 to 70 inch TVs. We're gonna be hanging a 32 inch TV. So this should work. I'm gonna try to put the links of some of these tools down in the comments. So let's get started. First step will be to attach these brackets to the TV. So for that, I'm going to move the camera so you can see it better. Okay, so to attach these brackets, we need to pick one of these. Like the packet comes with all these screws and washers and spacers. So depending on your TV, you're gonna may have to use some spacers. You know, if there's a curve and your holes are on the outside of that curve, you have to bring it up to level. So in this case, mine is flat, so I'm just gonna go without spacers. That means I'm gonna have to use one of these little ones. And from this, it looks like these M6 will be the right size for my holes. So I'm gonna get one of those out to check. And make sure. It has different lengths, but you wanna, since I'm not gonna use a spacer, and it's gonna sit flat, I want the screw to be able to screw all the way in and hold the bracket against the TV without being too long that I'm gonna reach the end of that hole, because then I'll mess up the TV. So kind of just gonna eyeball here, I think. I'm gonna try to use this hole, and then it's gonna be able to use that hole in the bottom. So yep, it's the right size. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all the other ones. Oh. So these had a left. You see there's an L here and a right. So this is my left side of the TV and this is my right side of the TV. So it's gonna be like this, okay? Forgot to mention that part. So let's do it again. I was gonna use this. And you can follow the instructions you have with your bracket. With, this one I'm using is the Echo Gear. So I'm just following the instructions that came with it. You can see them here. Right here, there. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the other one and get going to the next step. Okay, so now we're gonna try to find the studs on the wall to be able to install the back plate. So for that, I'm gonna use this stud buddy to find the studs. Here's a stud. So I'm gonna mark my stud here. Or you can use this kind. So I'm gonna start from here. Found my stud there. So now I got my 2 studs to be able to install the back plate. One thing is I want to center it on this space, so I'm going to measure the distance between here and here. Yeah, 51.5. So being 25 3/4, somewhere around here. So this is my middle. So now I'm gonna grab my back plate. So this back plate comes in 2 different pieces. So we have to attach them with some screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. These are the screws for those. I'm gonna get them out. So let me move the camera so you guys can see it. So it's simple, just 2 screws on the top and 2 screws on the bottom. Attach your 2 screws, tie them. Now you can do the one on the bottom. Same thing. All right, now that you have them attached, we mark the middle part of the wall. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mark where on the studs. I'm gonna mark and see where I want my, where do I need to put the studs? So middle somewhere here. So I'm gonna use this, and this was my other stud here. So I'm gonna have to move it a little bit off, or maybe here. That one will be better. So here I'm gonna use the level. Okay, so I got it level right there. So I'm gonna mark that here. That's the hole I need. Same with the bottom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drill the holes. gonna install the back plate on the wall, and we're gonna use these bolts with washers that came on the kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all 4 of them together and put the back plate on the wall. So let's do it. Okay, now we're gonna hang the TV, and we're gonna use this top part of a bracket is gonna go into the top rail. So I'm gonna hook that first and then let the TV fall and then tighten it, these screws. That way they can secure the TV in place. So that's how this bracket works. And it has these knobs here in case I want to tilt the TV. You can tighten them up a little bit, you know, leave them not super tight, that way you have room to tilt the TV. So let's go ahead and hang it. Let me show you. So make sure it's on both sides. It is. And now you can center it. You can adjust the position horizontally just by shifting it a little bit. I think that looks good. And now we're gonna screw the 2 screws on the bottom to make sure the TV stays in place. So remember, there are 2 screws, so do one side, then do the other. To secure them. So I reached the end. Now if you can see, it won't come out. So that's it. So TV's hung. Now all I have to do is just plug the power to it, and we're done. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.